Silent War 2.0 by Compass Games, Brian Miller designer. U.S. subs in the Pacific, basically the whole deal here. I've been playing the short campaign 1, which is Desperate Pearl, right after Pearl Harbor, into the first few months of 42. I'm just going to show you a couple of combat routines. This is the second week of March of 42. Dutch Harbor and the Aleutians campaign is open for business. So I've got to keep 8 subs based out of there. They can only patrol the Aleutians or the Kuril Islands. I've been keeping 8 or 9 or so subs up there. Of course, we have Pearl Harbor operational from the beginning. I've had to withdraw some subs. This is a situation at the start of this week. I've already played through the turn as far as the strategic segment, the triple R segment. I'm just going to show you basically it'll only be 2 combat routines because only the S-18 and the Gilberts and the Grenadier and the Marshalls is available to patrol. All the rest are either damaged and returning to bases or deploying, and I only actually have the Grampus coming out from Pearl. So the Grampus this turn during the transit phase will come out of Pearl. And so let's get started. Let's start with the S-18 down here. Hopefully my shaky cam, I don't have a great holder, it's just my hand, so hopefully this will help you at least see what a combat routine is like. So from the Gilberts, the S-18, we roll on this chart, this little right here. A 5, so it's very sparse contact, so we got something out there. And I rolled a 3, so a 5-3. We come up to this chart. The 3 means it's a C2, so it's a sparse C2. We come down to this engagement tables. So a sparse C2. We're going to put a 3-2-1-1 in the columns, which are up here. There are my cups. And here's the columns. So let me grab the S-18, bring it over here. And so what did I say? I said a 3-2-1-1. Draw from the cups. Don't look at them. 3-2. One. Gonna look something like this. I'm gonna start the S-18. It's your option. I'm gonna start the S-18. We're working with bad torpedoes, so and with this combat value of only a 3, I'm going to start the sub here. I'm going to go aggressive, which is new to 2.0. Aggressive or cautious, how you're going to attack. And I got to reveal normally 2 of these, but because it's aggressive, I got to reveal 3. So we'll do this. 1, 2, and I'll reveal this one. So we got 3 merchants. There's our TDC chits. I get to put down 2 TDC chits. And I'll keep it in my column. It might help me out. We flip them. And because I'm aggressive, you subtract 2 here. That only leaves me 1 point to attack with. That's not very good, obviously. But because we are aggressive, you subtract 1 from the TDC. So this is actually a -1. And a -1 from the 2 is a 1. So basically I have to roll 1 - 1 is 0. I have to roll a 0, but I am subtracting 1 because I was aggressive. So a 0 or 1 to get a hit there. So I'm looking for a 0 or a 1. I rolled a 9. Those torpedoes did not do as expected. And then you check your counterattack. I have no revealed ASW. And down in the Gilberts, we can just take a look. Down in the Gilbert, there's no red box, so there's nothing there for ASW. And my current war progress is War Period 1, which is no intrinsic value. And of course, this is what I meant by the torps. We're worse. They're horrible at -2. And that affects me twice. Once trying to hit, and then once you hit for damage. So nothing happened there. There was no counterattack. Clear your TDCs out, and now you can do a re-attack. I'm gonna stay in re-attack. And I'm not going to be aggressive this time. I'm going to be normal. So you got to flip. I've got to flip 2 more. So you start with the possible warship, Red Sun Rising there. Start with those first. Okay, so we got some good ships, but unfortunately I'm just not, this S-boat is just not really capable of dealing with those. This is a re-attack. Let me pick two chits. I think, again, I'll stay in my column. This is bad. These are all bad. I'm not even going to get an attack off here. Because even though a re-attack is a -1, that's still, I just don't have enough of an attack value. So, and there is no counterattack because there's no revealed ASW. So let's put S18. Look, check his endurance. It's a D. That's the worst possible. So basically, I was aggressive at its start, so that's a +1. So I have to roll a 0 or a 1 to stay on station. A 0 or a 1 to stay on station. I rolled a 4. S18 has to return next turn. So return to base. Do some housekeeping up here. TDC chits. Column A. Make sure you put them back in the same columns. That can be a problem. There we go. B, C, D. Okay, now we're ready for this last combat, which is the Grenadier up here in the Marshals. So the Grenadier is going to roll on this chart here. I rolled an 8. So that's blue, which is moderate. And again, we roll moderate 5. It's a C2. So a moderate C2. Come down to this chart. A moderate C2 is a 4-3-2-2. 4-3-2-2. Okay, this is one of those this is new to this version too. All this means is you saw a ship, but something happened, and in this particular case, the ship is zigged away. And this basically just takes up space here, so you put this back in. What did I say, a 4-3-2-2? So we'll call them D. And let's get the Grenadier. And I'm going to put Grenadier here. And I'm going to go, again, I'm going to go aggressive. I'm going to go aggressive, so I'll pick one more than my tactical ratings for. So I got to reveal 5 ships. So I'm going to reveal all 5 of, hopefully these are all merchants and not a hidden warship in there. Okay, we lucked out. So that's what I got. And I got to reveal, I got to put down 4 TDCs. I'll do all 3 in my column. And then what the heck, I'll go for the 4,000 tonner. And let's see what we get. Okay, now because I'm aggressive, you subtract 1 from the TDC. So that top one, that top 2,000 would actually be a -3. That I'd add 2 because of that. That 5,000 tonner is tempting. That would cancel this out. The -2 to the 2, that would be a 0. I'm going to do that. They're all going to go at him. And that's, you subtract 2 for our crappy torpedoes. So it basically a 0 to 4 is a hit, but subtract 1 for aggressive. I rolled an 8, so that is no effect again. Had you got a hit, you would come down and roll on the damage table. But again, because you have to add or subtract your torpedo value, which means a lot of dud torpedoes. You got a hit and you think you got it, but a lot of times, depending on how you roll your die, it's not good. So anyways, that was it. Counterattack. I am in the marshals, and if you look in the marshals here, War Period 1, I have one red box. So, but there's no revealed anti-submarine, so right now there is no counterattack. So let's do a little bit of housekeeping here. Now you have to decide, are you going to re-attack? Well, yes, I am. I'm going to stay in this column. I'm going to stay aggressive, and I got to reveal 4, actually 5 more. There's only 2 in this column or the adjacent column, so let's reveal these. Oh, it's a merchant. That's good. And we got a destroyer. Bad. Again, put down 4 TDCs. I think I'm just going to stay in my column, because if you attack a ship in an adjacent column, you got to add 1 to their defense. So let's see what we got. Not looking great. We want the negatives. Here we go. Okay, so we got something here. It's a re-attack, so a re-attack round, you automatically subtract 1 because you're getting into position for a better shot. Plus, I'm aggressive, so that basically you're subtracting 2. If I took the Grenadier, and split its attack value up in half, so let's say I did 3 and 3. Let's think about this. If I did 3 and 3, so these are both -2s. -1 for the re-attack, -1 for the aggressive behavior. Let's see if I can do that with that destroyer, though. That destroyer has a 3 anti-submarine. So a 3, yes, I could do that. It wouldn't be very good odds. It would be 3 -2 for the torpedoes, leaving 1 point left. 1 point left. Those odds aren't great. Let's do this. Let's put all 6 at this guy. Let's put all 6 at this guy. So all 6, so -2 for the torpedoes, he'd be a 4, okay? And we're going up against a 3 plus 2 is a 5, but we're minusing 4, so that leaves 1. So 1 minus 4, so we have a 0 to 3, but we're subtracting 1. 0 to 3, subtracting 1, roll a 4. Subtract, so we got a hit. So you check, we got 5,000 tonner, we hit. Go down on this chart, 5,000 ton, that's the second row, but you're subtracting 2. 8, 7, 6, we got them. We got a kill. 8 minus 2 is a 6, we got them. So we got 1 ship for 5,000. So I go over here, 1 ship for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're up to 34,000, oops, sorry, finger. 34,000 tons and 11 ships sunk. Now we got some counterattack action here, though. We got a 3 plus the 1 and the 1 red box for the marshal, so that's a 4. 4 minus 3 is 1, so we're on the 1 column. However, this was a re-attack round, and we were aggressive, so we're going to add 2 to this second column. And we're going to add 2. I roll a 2, 4, no effect. We evaded them, or they missed on their depth charges, whatever. So we're good to go. So we'll take the Grenadier. He's a B. Grenadier's a B for the endurance check. A B is normally 0 to 3, stays on station. However, we were aggressive posture, so we add 1 to the die roll. I roll a 4, that would be a 5. Grenadier has to return. So we'll put him up here, and he will be returning to base. So that's essentially a combat routine. We did have a kill, that was good. Hopefully that gives you some idea how it works. I hope that helps. Apologize for the shaky cam.